When people see these donkeys, a lot of them don't realize what they're really looking at. These aren't just donkeys waiting for homes. They're individuals trying to make sense of a completely new world. And if you take a moment and just watch them, you can start to see it. Who's curious? Who's unsure? And how they're trying to figure things out. Yeah. If you slow down, you'll start to notice it. You can learn a lot just by watching them. Who's thinking and how they respond to pressure. Half the donkeys we brought home in March are already gone. And that might surprise some people because when you see them standing out here, quiet, watching, unsure of everything around them, it's hard to imagine just how quickly their lives can change. But that's exactly what happened. They're all waiting, watching, wondering what comes next. And soon, some of them will have a chance to find their new home at our adoption event here at Famous Shamus Farm. But for now, they're still with us. Curious, cautious, learning about their new life. Dan and I go get these donkeys because we just think they're amazing. They make us smile every single time. And the more time we spend with them, the more we realize how misunderstood they really are. A lot of people don't realize these donkeys are gathered up to help keep them healthy, to manage the population and protect them and the land so it can continue to support them. Once they're gathered, they need a place to land. That's where this part of the journey begins. And every time we bring a group home, there is this moment where everything is new for them, new place, new people, new surroundings. And you can see it in the way they stand, the way they watch, the way they try to figure everything out. These donkeys adapt better than most people would expect. Not just adapt, they can truly thrive in a new life. But that transition matters. That first landing, that first experience with people, that's what shapes how they see the rest of their future. And that's something we care about deeply. When we bring a new load of donkeys home, one of the things I look forward to the most is getting to know who they are, because no two are the same. April 1st will be our 5th trip to Delta, Utah to pick up donkeys. Something a lot of people don't realize is that anyone can go. Anyone can go to the Delta facility to adopt a wild burro or Mustang. And anyone can come here to Famous Shamus Farm to adopt one too. But there's a catch. We don't always know when more will be available. Every trip is a bit uncertain. We load up the trailer, we make the trip. And we don't always know when the next opportunity will come. If you're interested in adopting a wild burro, I recommend going to the online corral, the BLM online corral, to fill out an application to adopt. That way, when they are ready, you are already approved. Right now, we still have a few here waiting for their homes. Some are more curious. You'll see them watching, stepping a little closer, trying to figure us out. And others, they keep their distance. They stay back, watching from afar, trying to decide if it is safe. And that's okay, because they're all learning in their own way and at their own pace. You'll also notice how much they pay attention to each other. Donkeys are herd animals. They look for leadership, but not just any leadership. They're looking for something fair, something consistent, something they can trust. They're not looking for force. They're looking for something that makes sense to them. There's one here we've been calling Broken Ear. His right ear lays completely sideways, bent over. He appears to be blind in that same eye. That's how he came to us.
His ear.
My guess is that Broken Ear came from fighting out in the wild. When you think about that, it gives you just a little glimpse into what he has been through. Even with that, he stays with the others. He's part of the group. But he's going to need someone who understands. He might feel a little more vulnerable than the rest. A lot of people ask, what do people actually do with donkeys? And the answer is quite a lot. Some people just have them as a companion. They're incredibly social animals, and they bond deeply. Others use them for packing, heading into the back country, carrying gear where other animals might struggle. Some pull wagons. Some can be ridden, especially by kids or smaller adults. And one of my favorite uses is in outreach programs. We have someone who takes donkeys into schools, and the kids sit and read books to them. And there's just something about a donkey. They're calm. They're patient. They're naturally gentle in a way that kids really respond to. But I also know for a lot of people, there's a hesitation. They're interested, they're curious, but there's that question in the back of their mind, am I ready for this? And that's completely fair, because working with a donkey, especially one that hasn't been handled yet, it's different. It takes understanding. It takes timing. It takes learning how to read what they're trying to tell you. That's why we're also offering gentling camps here at Famous Shamus Farm, along with training wild burros with MaryJo Enfield. These are 3-day gentling camps where you can come and learn hands-on. You can start with a donkey that's already gentled, or you can start one that's completely untouched. And over those 3 days, we'll help you get a start, not just in the physical process of gentling, but in understanding how donkeys think, how they communicate, how to read their body language. Because once you start to see that, everything changes. It's not just about getting them to do something. It's about building something with them. And for a lot of people, that's the piece that makes all of the difference. Like I said in the beginning, we brought home 12 donkeys in March, and within that same month, 6 of them are already gone, and 3 of them are leaving this week. That's over half. And that happens faster than most people expect. And with another trip coming up, We don't know exactly when the next one after that will be. Sometimes it can take months, sometimes longer. So when the opportunity is here, it's really something to pay attention to. Every trip is a little different too. We never know exactly what we'll be bringing home. Sometimes it's all geldings, sometimes all jennies, and sometimes a mix. This next trip that Dan is currently driving to go get them, it's going to be all jennies. And that just adds up to the uniqueness of each group that comes through here. We'll be having an adoption event here at Famous Shamus Farm on April 18th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. There's no appointment needed for that day, but I do recommend going onto the online corral ahead of time and getting approved to adopt a wild burro, and bring a printed copy with you. We'll also be hosting free clinics with training wild burros with MaryJo Enfield with me. And we'll be working through 2 clinics, building the try and forward together. So if you're planning on coming, bring a chair, bring some snacks and a drink, and plan to sit back and enjoy the day. The clinic itself will be from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. The adoption event will begin at 9 a.m. and go until 6 p.m. These donkeys, they don't stay long. And each one of them is looking for something a little different. But they're looking for the same thing at the core, a place to land, a place to feel safe. And maybe that place could be with you. And if you're feeling drawn to them, but you're not quite sure where to start, I have over 1,000 public videos along with memberships and coaching for people who really want to understand their donkeys and work towards specific goals with them. Every one of these donkeys is trying to figure things out in their own way. And with the right understanding, they can learn, they can grow, and they can build something really solid with a person. But it starts here. It starts with paying attention and learning how to see what they're trying to tell you.